Hello everyone, welcome new video here. Today we are going to go for a Nenio build. So let's start just now. Let's go. So Nenio, what we are going to do is go for 10 level of Scroll Savant first. So let's do just that. Lnature, that's fine. I'm going to change the spell though because those are not very good. Blur, very nice. Haunting Mist early on, it's quite good actually. You can choose a few difficult encounter with that, so very nice. I would go for Cat's Grace since nobody else can really do this one at this point, so yeah. Level 5. Same old. We could go for Perception maybe, actually, to help with the perception check, but she has a very low perception anyway. Level 5 I'm going to go for Skill Focus, Arcana. If you know how to get good XP early on in the market square, you can go to the Blackwing library where you have some Arcana knowledge check that are difficult at level 5, so that's why I like to pick this one. To get that +3 to knowledge check. Displacement very good. You need always to have one illusion spell at every level for the free spell that you can use. Scroll Savant, let's keep going. Other good spells, I'd say Keen Edge, Heroism. Scylla will be level 5 in Scroll, so she will have Heroism, so I would probably not pick that. Scylla will already have what she needs. Here you can pick See Invisibility Communal isn't too bad, but you have to fight for haste because haste is so important. Maybe a one-time thing that you can do is scribe a scroll of See Invisibility Communal. It's going to be very good. So yeah, those spell, or you can use some extra animal spell, up to you. 6 is when we get our first Mythic level. 7, I would just go, keep going into greater spell penetration so that we are done with it at this point, and we can start to care about other kind of utility. Invisibility greater at this point, level 7. Here you fight Gargoyle, cave fight with for Regil's quest in Act 2, so invisibility very good at this point. You have Vescavor Queen, invisibility greater, very nice for ranged because she has blind fight, so she doesn't care about melee. It won't work on melee, but ranged, yeah, very good. So extremely strong spell here. As for the other, well, you could use, I don't even know if you need that. You can pick other lesser level if you want to. That is up to you. I could just pick Dimension Door, just if needed. Level 8. Hint. Let's get that perception. I mean, it's not very good, but it's better than nothing. Here we can take Magic Weapon Greater, because at this level it's going to be a +2, +1 per 4 caster level. At level 8 it's going to be a +2. So if you have a +1 weapon, you can make it a little bit better, so that's very nice. Also, those spells, I would probably take Earth's Wisdom 2 for Lan, because he scales with Wisdom. Alright. Spell Penetration, so that we are over with it. At least 9. Alright. Bolster spell. No, it's not going to be bolster, it's going to be selective. I would prefer to pick selective earlier. At this point there's no use of it, but next level, I mean next spell level, we could maybe use it for like selective, not Wave of Fatigue, because she has that as opposing school. Cone of Kworld, not too bad. Acidic Spray, not too great. Fire Snake, pretty good. I mean, yeah. I guess I'm starting to think that Bolster spell isn't too bad, because yeah, Fire Snake, I can see some use of it, and you can avoid your allies with it and take a lot of enemy in the line. So I would prefer it bolster than selective. So yeah, I would go with bolster at this point. Phantasmal Web or Shadow Evocation. Yeah, the one that's half decent. Yeah, so Polymorph not at this level. Thought Sense. It's kinda like Echolocation, but not that good actually, because it's minutes per level. So I think Echolocation is just better. Oh yeah, am I stupid or what? Animal Growth. Obviously, we have animal pets tanking, so that's very good. Give you a strong constitution, strength, -2 to penalty to dexterity, but +2 to AC. So overall, it's a +1 AC. Very good. Level 10. We pick that. Alright. Still the same old Echolocation. You can pick some lower level spells. You can no, maybe not start IC Prison. Can wait a few levels like that. Fireball already has some sort of selective with it, so but it has to fight with invisibility, so I don't know about that. I mean, that's up to you. So yeah, some choices here. Yeah, doesn't really matter. Some other AoE, yeah, let's pick that. 3 Mythic rank 3. More casting, we want to be able to use a lot of spell on her. Alright. Now it opens up. Usually I would go sorcerers first, but I want to be able to get those level 6 spell first. Yeah, I want Tarpool. I really like to use this one against, for example, the dragon in Act 3, when you have random encounters, ambush, when the dragon ambush you. You can put that on the dragon and run away, or teleport away with a teleportation spell, and if the dragon goes away from this area of effect, it's a she if I'm not wrong, if she leaves the entire area, she can take no action for 1 round. So basically, once she leaves the Tarpool, it's pretty much over. You have 3 turns and she flies away. So yeah, I really like this spell at this point of the game. It's quite nice. Yeah. So 11, we start going into spell focus evocation. She's going to be mainly evocation spellcaster. Yeah, wizard fit, spell focus, evocation. Alright, phantasmal putrefaction, don't have a choice. Yeah, so Tarpool first, but not too far away you can take Heroism Greater, which is very, very good. You can take, yeah, I guess that's the best second one. I will use that only for the dragon random encounters, which can be brutal if you're not prepared. So Mythic rank 4 evocation. Alright, and then we can go into sorcerer at this point. One level in Crossblooded. So intelligence always. Bloodline. You want to pick Arcane Bloodline first, because Arcane Bond is not going to work if you pick it as a secondary Bloodline. So you pick that one first. Elemental focus, we are going to go with fire. I'm going to talk a little bit about that when we talk about gear. Second one, fire also. Let me think. Yeah, fire, because when you reach Stormbirds, you want it to be able to convert to fire, so we picked that one early on. Air Familiar for initiative, extremely strong. Nature, I guess, isn't too bad. True Strike, who doesn't want some extra True Strike? Always good. At this point we want many level in Loremaster. Alright. Fit, so 13 we have Greater Elemental Focus Fire. Yeah, at this point we start to have a very good fire DC, spell DC. I would probably pick those two. Yeah, the animal buffs are very good, but I think someone like Deran can probably do this one, but anyway. 14. We want to take so let me see. Secrets. I guess we could take the first one I would take is so how many I can have here? We can have 4 in total. First one, this one, then Archons, double improved, Arcane armor. Okay, we are covered, so let's go with Archon's aura first. What's nice about that is that as Azata we have a buff that gives +2 DC to will save on every spell, so it's going to benefit Archon's aura here, and we are in the right level range, so yeah. Doesn't show up here, but invisibility mass, legendary proportion, polymorph greater, not too bad at some point, but we'll see. True seeing, we have Deran that should take care of that. Uh, 15 first. So Loremaster. Level 15. We have initiative. We want to have that sweet initiative to be able to land spell first before the enemy can react. I'd say Ice Body is very good. Prismatic Spray. If you can turn everything here into a fire, I mean if you can turn the spell into a fire spell, it will scale as good as many other spells. So yeah, I don't know for now, but I guess it's good. Alright. Okay, no. This. Mythic rank 5. This is the start of Act 4. We want obviously the last one, Greater Abundant Casting here. Level 16. Point into intelligence. Here is alright. We want to go into rogue secrets. There's a more defensive option, which is improve evasion, that you can pick. I'm going more offensive here. This is very good, by the way. It's even if you fail a reflex save, you take only half, which is huge, extremely good. But we are going for something that is still in the game. If you take a rogue secret and combat trick, you have access to the very specific, usually specific, which is the trickster feat. You have that as Loremaster, so we are going for the double improve critical here for the extra critical threat range. We are not going for the damage here. We are not going for the multiplier. We are going for the threat. So Ray, obviously, we are a caster, so improve critical. Alright. Level 8 spells. That's our first level 8, right? Yeah. Pick whatever you want here. What else we can pick? Symbols, obviously. At this point you want to use that. This is your very beast spell. 17. Loremaster 2. We start going and pick. We picked Bolster, we want Selective now. Absolutely. Want to be able to Selective some Sirocco, for example. Yeah. Any kind of other spell, this is alright. What else? Firebrand? We can try this one. We can try this one. Mythic rank 6. Improve initiative. Again, we want as much as possible. Right now it's not very good, but we don't want to look too bad. So if we buff some a little bit more, we'll see. I mean, it's true that it's not very good. So anyway. Alright, 17, no. First of all, we go to 19 here. So more level in Loremaster. So secret combat fit, we are going to go for Arcane Armor Mastery, which won't be of use at this point. It's only going to be of use at level 20. But yeah, we take it earlier. Shades are weird, doesn't really matter. Here we can take Fiery Body. We are not going with cold spell, we are going with fire spell. Cold has the advantage for most of the game because you can get the ring that gives +1 to DC of cold spell early on in the shield maze, so the very start of the game. We only catch up with fire spell later with fiery body here, which gives fire spell +1 to DC. So yeah, very nice, but very late. 19 first. I keep going to Loremaster. Alright. We want intensified at this point. Let's go. Heroic Invocation, again, Deran is already doing that. Icy Prison is nice, but I always prefer just a Stormbolt with some Metamagic on it, like Bolster or anything, or maybe Intensified. Icy Prison is nice, but I mean, that's up to you. You can use it if you want to. At least it does Untangle, which is nice, even if they make the save. But some enemies, I mean, later in the game, quite a few enemies have freedom of movement, so it's nice to a point until it's not nice. So yeah, and its reflex. Usually I prefer to have some fortitude save, mostly fortitude save here, but yeah. Alright, second you can pick something like that. This is not very good, I guess. I mean, it's alright for damage, but I like the stun from Stormbolt more, so yeah. This is when you beat Mephisto, not Mephisto, Baphomet, so 7 Ascendant. We want our fire to not be resisted. This is when we go less. I mean, this is the point where we want more DC. This is the point where we want more damage, purely damage. So that is why this comes later. Alright. Mythic rank 8 is just after the 7 in the story, so we want some extra spicy stuff here. Second Bloodline, and we want some red for +1 to damage per dice roll. Level 20 is at the same time as Mythic rank 9 when you play as Azata. Usually it's almost at the same time. That's when we go Fighter and Titan Fighter. We want to be able to wield 2 weapons, but also we want the proficiency for the medium armor that we are going to wear, so 2 in 1, and we get an extra feat, so that's also very good. So let's pick that, and we want improve critical at this point. So now we have something like 20, 18, 20 critical range on Hare. Yeah, so this is when we pick favorite metamagic intensified, so that we can stack with bolstered on some spells. And Mythic rank 10 is when we take more damage for the critical. So yeah, this is what it looks like.
Oh, yes, what?
Yeah, so now let's talk about the weapon first, and then let's talk about everything else. Any crossbow at the start, you're not doing anything. Just shoot and buff, and that's it. This weapon, you get it during the story. Early on in Market Square, you get that purple stone knife. You need to not destroy it when you reach Grey Garrison at the end. You have an event just before fighting Minago. You have some choice. I think you have to pick a choice very specific that means that you don't destroy that item. So yeah. That's for start of Act 3, when you just start to get some spell focus, evocation and stuff like that. Later on you can either give that weapon to Nenio here, caster staff of the War Mage, or give it to Ember and see what you want to do with it. Here I'm giving it to Nenio instead of keeping that. This is found in Ivory Sanctum. It's a puzzle or perception checks. So yeah, I think it's one of those. Later on you have the Sin Mage staff that is in Dance of Mask DLC. Dance of Mask DLC opens up right after you have done Ease. So you go to Ease, you beat the bug guy. What's his name? Descari. You beat that guy, and you can after do Dance of Mask DLC, and you can either buy that, or I think it drops in Razmir place. Yeah, I think it's a drop. So yeah, you can do that. And then yeah, let's talk about when you get to level 20. You can wield 2 of those. Once you have that last level in Fighter, Titan Fighter. So those 2 stacks in DC, and it's very good. That's a +4 DC, +1 DC, and +6 untype to intelligence. So that's on all in all, it's a +4. So +4 and +2, that's +6 just for that. The fact that we are dipping into Crossblooded and Titan Fighter means that we have less spell, but the fact that you get this weapon, you have some bonus spell with intelligence, because if we remove that one, here you go, you should have less spell. 7. If I put that, it should be 8. So yeah. Alright. Let's talk about the rest of the gear. Those items I will talk about later. Yeah. Those two I will talk about later. First of all, helmet. Any good plus intelligence helmet. Early on you can have this one in where is it? Deran's quest in Act 2. You have a perception checks in his quest that you have to beat, and only on your main character you can beat it, so you need some good perception. And yeah, so where is she? She's here. Alright. Yeah, beat that perception checks in his quest and you will have this hat. So +2 profane bonus to intelligence, and the very nice effect here is haste spell are always quicken, so very good. Goggles, yeah, early on you can use that on mainly for the bonus to caster level checks. This spell magic, leave it to Deran until you find some items that gives you extra caster level. Actually, until you get this one, it's the most important one. You could use at this point Scrolls of Dispel Magic Greater, and it will add all these levels to your caster level. So yeah, this later on you have this one for if we are playing Azata, so we are going to fight Mephisto, so you get those. Last time I used them, they were bug. I could use them only once, and then they want once per rest, but it's supposed to be once per combat. So I don't know, up to you. That's a free extra Hellfire Ray. Cloak, any good cloak until you get Cloak of Carnage. You find this at the same place as this one, Quarterstaff of the War Mage. It's in Ivory Sanctum. Rings. This is the more damage, ray damage rings. You have this one too that gives a bonus to touch attack, so you can change those if you need more attack, bonus to attack to hit. So yeah. Pyromania, you can buy it. Start of Act 3. This one, Sacred Touch, you find it. Where is it? I guess it's in Ivory Sanctum 2, so that's 3 items in Ivory Sanctum. That's a puzzle that you have to do to get this one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and this one I don't remember, but you can check. It should be Act 3 or Act 4, something like that. Scorching Bracers, Act 3. Ulbrick's quest, there's a vendor here, you can buy those. Very good. Can use Scorching Ray, it says 3 times per day, but here as you can see we have 11 use here, so that's a little bit weird. Alright, where am I going with that? Here. Amulet, any amulet you want. Act 4 you have this one, Valexia's, +2 to highest ability score, which is obviously going to be intelligence. Can give you some extra spells, so it's nice. So that's Act 4 if you please Valexia, if you are a good company to her, she gives you that amulet. I don't think you have to kill her to have this one. Next is this one in Act 5. When you beat, basically when you beat Ulbrick's quest, the last part of his quest, you have an artifact that you can turn into either an amulet, a ring or a belt. If you turn it into an amulet, it gives you this one. I won't read everything. What we want, it's very good. It's extremely good. There's the critical hit. I don't know if it works with Ray. If it works with Ray, we have a good critical chance for Ray blasting, so going to be very nice. But most importantly, we want +2 DC, and we want +2 to spell damage per dice for fire spell here. So extremely good amulet. Act 5. The armor. Early on, you want any kind of Aramaki. This one you get it Act 5, I believe. So yeah, you have to fight for this spot. If you want more chance to hit, Deadly Rays. If you want more damage, you can equip that only at level 20. So it's very sad, but I didn't know how to make it work earlier than that. You can have this level 18 Arcane Armor Mastery to not have a failure chance, but to be able to equip, that is when we take into Titan Fighter. Yeah, we need medium armor proficiency, and I don't see any other place that I could have had this one. So yeah, more damage here, more chance to hit. Robes. I don't remember the one that you get earlier. This you get in Act 4. +2 to DC on Fortitude save. We are going to use mostly Sirocco. I guess Prismatic is it considered a fire spell? If I use that, no, doesn't turn into a fire spell, so that's too bad. Then I would not do this spell. I would do either a bolstered Sirocco, or we can even learn. Where is it? Scroll, lightning, chain lightning. So yeah, You can learn from Scroll as Wizard, so that's why we want to get this one. Chain Lightning here. So yeah, you can always use Chain Lightning if you want to, instead of Sirocco. Sirocco is more control and Chain Lightning is more damage. If you want, at level 7 you can use either Selective. You could bolster, I didn't know you could bolster this one for some reason. You can Selective this one. You can bolster this one. And at the end maybe Intensified. I don't know if it works with Intensified. But anyway. So yeah. When we give just one spell level with a Metamagic, it increases, as you can see, the difficulty class. 44 and 45. So yeah, that is why we don't use what's it called again? The Metamagic that raise the level. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't use it, so I don't remember. Anyway, that's that for Determination Robe. So yeah, plus 2 DC to Fortitude. We use many Fortitude, maybe except Chain Lightning. But later on you can have Robe of 7 Sins. This is in Act 4, the higher city, the top level of the city. This is in Act 4, I'm pretty sure. It's either, yeah, it's Act 4. It's Midnight Eye DLC, plus 1 DC, against plus 2 DC. But you get a plus 3 level to caster level. So since we are going with Intensified, well, or Intensified Stormbirds will just be very strong, and go to 25 d8 instead of 20 d8 if we can reach 25 spell level. So yeah. What is up next? Yeah, so let's talk about the belt. Any good physical form with dexterity and constitution. Yeah, that's it. I guess that's the best you can have. Gloves, I like those ones. Plus 4 to range touch attack. Again, if you don't have enough, you change some pieces. I think this one should give you enough. You can with Lan give some Madness Domain to her for extra attacks. You can give a bit of luck. You can give Community Domain, the Guarded Hearth, for extra chance to hit. She should be hitting touch attack without issue. You have those ones too. Get some temporary hit points, always good. So that is up to you. If you cast a level 7 or higher spell. Alright. check those one boots. I didn't check much the boots. Guess you have some. Let's take a look here. I didn't check too much the boots, sadly. I'm sure there's one that's for caster that are not too bad. Abyss Walker, that's not that. This one. There's this one too. Same spell for the 4th time during the day. Next spell you use is Quicken. So there's that one. I don't know if that's the some kind of item you get only in inevitable access. So I don't know about this item. Then I want to talk about those two and those two. So let's talk about those two first. Nenio is a 10 level here Scroll Savant. So all kind of scrolls that she uses her own caster level. So she has 18 caster level here. Assuming you have all these items here, you can put those. You're against a boss, you have all the last boss, for example, you have all these items. This one gives +3 to caster level, this one +3, this one +4 when you use it on scrolls, and this one +1. So, assuming I buff someone here, Ivo, I'm going to use a scroll on Ivo to dispel what I buffed. So let's see the checks. And as you can see, I rolled a 29, which is pretty much what an angel or a lich could roll. I think they could roll yeah, 29 or 30, something like that. So yeah, assuming you can buy some scrolls, you can reach some pretty good spell level. And I want to show something here. Let me just check mage armor. Yeah, I forgot to put a scroll. Alright, just gonna show a little something here. Assuming I buff Ivo,
Yes.
and assuming.
Are we in trouble yet?
Oh, he's missing. Oh, I can't show that stuff. What the F? Is then Archer? He was supposed to be a respect earlier. Well, that's weird. Well, anyway, you can touch off a bit of luck on Nenio, and it will roll twice for the better dispel attempt. So that's very good. That's what you can do here to absolutely destroy every buff on enemies. This is the setup that you could use. Otherwise, if you don't fight a boss that you have to dispel, you want the better DC items. So that kind of items. Yeah, last part is going to be about those two. Just, I don't remember when you get this one. it's very decent, I would say. Quite good. But yeah, I don't exactly remember where you get this. It's maybe Act 4, maybe Act 5. Check it up. Late game, you want to not be bothered with saves. You want to have the biggest save in the world. You can use those two items. So yeah, big save, absolutely crazy. Plus 8 to all mental ability, so also to as you can see, gives also buffs to DC. So yeah, this one you can get it at the, if you do all the puzzle for Nenio's quest. It's the best one. There's another one, but this one is the best unless you go into Nenio's quest, the Enigma, when you get some -6 to our save and AC, so it's very bad if you go to Enigma with it. But outside is probably the best with the Razmir's mask that you can get here in Dance of Mask DLC. So once you have done Dance of Mask DLC and you have done the earlier quest of Enigma, the puzzle quest for Nenio, well, you can have those two and they are very powerful together. So yeah, I guess that's it for Nenio's gear. Scrolls, obviously you want any kind of good spell scrolls. You can scribe. Let me see. Scribe kit. You want the best one, which is not this one actually. It's this one. Yeah, you can scribe some scrolls that are very strong here. No, I can't. Yeah. Let's see the options. So, scribing. You can put some here, as you can see. You can have some extra caster level above 20. You can put some in your Stormbolt. You can have some metamagic effects. So here's the list. You can scribe everything you want, everything you need. Some spells. Yeah. So you can even scribe Scroll of Wind of Vengeance and give to someone else, and they can use it, and they will be able to have this personal spell only on them. Also, Ice Body, very nice. Yeah, you can give to someone and they have a nice polymorph spell. You can make it as a caster level 24. Yeah. So you can have more offensive spells or more damage spell. Here you can do some fiery body if you want to. So yeah, that is up to you. Many choices here. And I guess that's it for Nenio's build, and I see you on the next one.